Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's get started and undesk your body. Let's begin with some energizing breaths. We'll do 3 of them. And then we'll move into your star turns.
Okay, relax. We're gonna warm those legs up a little bit more. We are gonna hit some wide to narrow squats. So you're gonna start nice and wide. We're gonna do a squat, then we're gonna step together. Narrow squat, then step to the other side. Narrow squat. Just warm those legs up a little more. Get that blood pumping before we stretch everything out.
Okay, so I am just going to set that toe up and pull forward as that toe kind of drags behind, putting a little pressure on the front of that foot. Where our feet are so used to being at an angle that they never stretch out in this direction. So just hold that for a couple seconds. Okay, there you go. Make sure you're applying a little down and forward pressure on that. Okay, and out of it we come. And to the other side. There you go. And you'll also notice if you roll your foot around a little, it stretches out a little bit of different area in your shin and the front of your foot. So mess with that a little bit. Roll it a little to the left and roll it a little to the right. And see how that feels with you today. You know, where are you feeling tightness today? All right, let's go ahead and switch. It is not uncommon, because we don't stretch our feet out very often, when we're doing this, to feel cramps in the bottom of our feet. So if you're doing this and you start to feel a little bit of a cramp in the back of your foot, the bottom of your foot, you'll just come up and out of it and then push down on it, right like this, just on those toes, kind of smash them into the ground for a few seconds, and that should take care of any cramping you might feel. So go ahead and switch for the second time on your other leg, please. Very, very good. Okay.
The other day we had gone ahead and we'd done the good mornings, and then later on we've done some toe touches. We're not going to do either of those today. What I want to have you do is stick one leg out in front of you, pull your toes up, lock your knee. Okay? What you're going to do then is just push your butt out behind you. As you do that, you should really feel an obvious stretch through the hamstring on that extended leg in front of you. Okay? Just kind of push that butt out and down, intensify the stretch. We'll hold that for 20 or 30 seconds. This is a really great way to stretch your hamstring if you do have any sort of concerns about lower back injuries or anything, because rather than rounding your back like when you're reaching for your toes, you can keep a perfectly neutral spine, and just based on the position of the hips and your extended leg, you can get that big stretch. So other side now, stick that leg out, pull your toes up, lock your knee, push your butt out behind you. And again, you'll see I've got a nice flat back position. Feeling that stretch.
Now we're gonna hit some windmills. So nice wide base here. Okay, arm up. You're gonna let this other arm slide right down your leg, kind of help support you. But this way you can get nice and deep into that side stretch. Then we're gonna make sure we breathe nice and deep. Every time you breathe deep, you should be able to go just a little bit further. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, come up nice and gentle. Okay, we're gonna switch sides here. Arm up, breathe in, breathe out. Make sure you're staying right over the top of your hip and your knee. We don't want you going forward or backward, okay? Right over the top. Okay, come on up, back to center here.
So the next thing we're gonna do is a chair march. Forgot to grab a chair over here for myself today, so I'm just gonna sit on one of the rocks in my fountain. Just find yourself a chair, have a seat, hopefully my bum doesn't get wet, and lean back if you want on that chair, or keep your hands right here on your knees. So you are just gonna march your knees, just march them nice and high, squeezing your obliques as you do it, as you pull each knee up. Okay. Good work. Let's go a little bit longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good marching.
So go ahead and place your right arm behind your back. Tilt your head toward your right shoulder. And then rotate to look up for several seconds. And then rotate to look down and behind your shoulder. Hold that a few seconds. Back to neutral. Place your left leg, or your left hand behind your back rather. Tilt toward your left. Rotate to look up. And rotate to look down.
So I wanted to add a little something into the end of our Undesk video this week, because I wanted to take a moment and talk about breathing and how important breathing can be to us when we're finding moments of stress and anxiety throughout our day. And what we're going to talk about today is belly breathing, and we're going to do an exercise that hopefully teaches you guys a new skill that you can use throughout your day, any day. And like anything else, we need to practice it. So we're gonna do, like I said, some belly breathing. And what I want you to do is you're gonna put your hand right over your belly button. All right. So when we're feeling stressed, I know I get kind of like a warm feeling in my body. I get real shallow, very rapid breath. And what ends up happening in those moments is your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, and your muscle tension just gets really, really tight. So this breathing exercise we're going to practice today is going to help reduce all of that. And it's also going to help you learn the different types of breathing. The shallow breathing is kind of up here in our chest. And this abdominal breathing or belly breathing is bringing the oxygen in deeper into our diaphragm. And so that's our goal today. And so we're going to practice by putting our hand right on our belly button so that we're able to feel the expanse in that area when the air is going lower and deeper like what we want. We're going to concentrate on breathing in through our nose and out our mouth. So everybody, let's just take a practice breath right now. Great. A nice deep breath in through your nose and then a very slow exhale out through your mouth. One more, please. There you go. You're beginning to see what I'm talking about. So we're going to practice here with several breaths that I'm going to count to. And so when I count in, 2, 3, 4, you should be bringing air in. And then I'll say out, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to blow it out from your mouth and then feel your abs, your stomach area just kind of slowly deflate, okay? And let's go ahead and close your eyes, please. And let's go. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4.
Since it's a Monday, we are going to finish up with some self-love. We're going to give ourselves a giant hug. You can make it through the Monday. You can do it. Arms as far as you can get them around. Hug yourself big, nice and tight. We're stretching out those muscles between our shoulder blades. You did a good job at work today. You're doing great. You're gonna make it. All right, very good. Let's take our energy breaths. Let's make sure we're ready to go back to work or focus on our family or whatever it might be. Thank you for being with me today on top of Sugarloaf Mountain. I hope the scenery at least helped you a little bit to have a better workout.